In their tiny one-room shack in Nairobi's Kibera slum, Evans Mahiti and his family are busy packing their bags. Fearing violence after the elections, he plans to move his family to a suburb of the capital, dominated by members of his tribe.
I know my neighbors. I have lived with them, studied with them. I'm sure violence will happen here, and I don't want my kids to suffer. So we are moving away.
Apart from fears of a repeat of the post-election unrest 5 years ago, Kenya also faces other security challenges. Kenya's role in the African Union's peace-building mission to Somalia has not only placed it on the front line of the so-called counter-terror operations, but also on the receiving end of reprisal attacks. Attacks like this one have been blamed on Somalia's Al-Shabaab armed group. This is Eastleigh, a popular shopping district in Nairobi, and the scene of a string of bombings and grenade attacks. At least 20 people were killed and more than 100 injured in such attacks in the past year. Yusuf Hassan, who represented Eastleigh in the last parliament, was injured in one of the bombings in the suburb. Both his legs were broken in an attack he believes targeted him. Still in hospital and seeking re-election, he frequently goes out to campaign.
We need to see more use of intelligence, more use of investigation, a more robust way of dealing with this before it happens. And when it happens, following up on the cases and apprehending the culprits before they commit more acts of violence.
Aid agencies are also preparing for possible violence after the elections. Here, officials of the UK agency Red are training employees of numerous aid organizations on working in hostile environments.
I think last time everyone was caught unaware. People were not expecting the level of violence or the intensity or how widespread it was. So this time the NGOs, the government, I think everyone is preparing for the worst and hoping for the best.
The police say they are ready to deal with insecurity.
We want to assure Kenyans that we are fully prepared. We have collaborated with other agencies, and we are giving them assurance that we will provide an environment that will provide for a peaceful, a free and fair election.
But despite these assurances, the bloodshed that followed the last elections remain vivid in the minds of Kenyans, and most are hoping more than anything for peace. Mohamed Ado, Al Jazeera, Nairobi, Kenya.